Hi guys, it's Erica. Today I was outside checking all of my plants and I realized that some of them needed a little tending to. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just bring you guys along and show you what I do to care for my plants just on like an everyday basis. So, first of all, before I start doing anything, I will make my fertilizer. So since it's summertime right now, I just add fish fertilizer to my water every single time I water my plants, and they seem to like it. So I'm just going to keep on doing that. So right here you can see me eyeballing how much fish fertilizer I put in my quart of water, and mixing it up with a hanger because I could not find my spoon. I do have this kind of three-way meter, as you can see here. You can measure the moisture in the soil, you could measure how bright an area is, and also the pH of the soil. I will check the moisture on my plants that are they have a deeper pot because I don't want to be sticking my fingers all the way down into the bottom to see if they need to be watered. As you can see here, my jade pothos needs to be watered, my cebu blue is okay, and my spider plant needs to be watered. Here I'm checking my Monstera deliciosa, which needed some water. And since these plants are smaller, you can see I just check it with my finger. And the Peperomia prostrata next to it, I just water whenever I water the string of hearts. After I check which plants need to be watered, I will go ahead and kind of take out any yellowing leaves or any dead leaves that need to be removed. When I am doing this, I'm not taking out leaves that aren't ready to come off yet. So if I see a yellow leaf and I start tugging on it and it's kind of difficult to pull off, I'll just leave it there until it's ready to come off. Otherwise, the leaf will just easily come out. Here you can see I am doing it to this golden pothos that I recently saved from a bad plant parent. And hopefully once it gets better, I'll be able to give it back to him, and hopefully he can keep caring for it the way it needs to be cared for. And then here is my African violet, which flowers have withered away. So at first I thought I needed to cut them off, but it turned out that they could very easily be pulled off, so I just did that. And I did not water this plant with my fish fertilizer mixture because I rather give this plant violet fertilizer to encourage it to bloom again. But remember that when you do water this plant that you want to do it from below because the leaves can get damaged if you wet them. So all you need to do is just fill up a saucer with water, place your plant inside, and let it soak it up. I take down all my plants and I put them in a little saucer so that they can get ready to be watered. And then I'll just water them until the water comes from the bottom, and I'll let them sit in there for a little bit, for like 5 minutes, and I just let them soak up any other water that it didn't retain at first because, like I said many times, it does get hot in California and we do have a pretty dry climate, so the soil usually dries out kind of quickly. So I just want to make sure to water them very thoroughly. After that, I will take them out and I will pour the unused water or fertilizer back into the pitcher to be used again because, you know, we gotta save those resources. Since the satin pothos doesn't have a container that I can let sit in water, I just water it until it comes out from the drainage hole at the bottom. And I do the same for my Maranta and my Calathea, and they just soak up the water from the tray as well. For my Monstera, it takes up a lot of water. So I'll water it from the top and place it into a tray that already has water in it. And as you can see, this guy just put out some new leaves, which are so beautiful. And there's 2 of them. The other one is still unraveling right now, but it's gonna be ready soon. And when I take it out, all of the water is gone, has been soaked up. So I think it's a good amount of water that I give him. And then after watering so many plants, you kind of run out of fertilizer, so you have to make some more. And when I remade this fertilizer mixture, I added the fish fertilizer in first, and then I took my pitcher into the house to add filtered water to it, which was a mistake because it made my house smell really bad and I regret doing that. So I would recommend that you keep the fish fertilizer outside and maybe fill it up with filtered water before you put the fish fertilizer in. And then I'll just keep watering my plants like I did before. So here I have my string of hearts and my peperomia prostrata, and I just water those from the bottom and the top, kind of like the monstera. And finally, if I haven't done so already, I will change the water in my propagations for the week. So I'll just dump out the old water and put new filtered water in each propagation station. So pretty much this is how I just take care of my plants on a daily basis. I don't have a kind of schedule for any of my plants, so I just check on them every day, and if they need water that day, then I'll water them, and if they don't, then I'll just let them keep doing their thing. And that's it for today's video, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!